Hello students. The next entry in your interactive notebook is going to be on the next odd page, and the title is Decimal Multiplication Rules. Decimal multiplication rules. Make sure you add this into your table of contents. And we're going to go ahead and copy down the rules. Okay, there's a lot here. I want you to copy it all, and then we will look at some examples. So get it all copied, pause the video, copy it all, and then replay it. Okay, you should have everything copied, so I'm going to talk through it with you. Rule number 1 is count every digit after the decimal in both numbers and write it off to the side. Then circle it. You'll see what I mean when I say that in just a second, but you've got to count every digit and write that number off to the side and circle it. Step 2, you'll multiply normally. You're ignoring the decimal. You do not line your decimals up. You just multiply. Pretend it's not there. And then step 3 is you'll place the decimal after you've multiplied. And I'll show you how to place the decimal. It's the number you circled is the amount of digits that show up after that decimal point. So let's look at a couple of examples. I have 14 and 2/10 times 3, and you'll notice that I highlighted that 2/10. That's because there is one place after the decimal. So I put a 1 off to the side and I circled it. That's step 1. I count the number of digits behind the decimal in both values and write it off to the side. Now I'm going to multiply. I'm ignoring the decimal, pretend it's not even there. Notice no decimals are lined up because the decimal for my 3 shows up back in the back. I'm going to multiply. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 4 is 12. 3 times 1 is 3 plus 1 is 4. And then I'm going to look at this number that I circled. I circled a 1. That means I need one place behind the decimal. So I'm going to place my decimal and I need one place behind it. It looks on this example as if I just dropped my decimal down, but that's not what I did. So I want to look at another example so that you see very clearly that that's not what's going on for multiplication. Look at example 2. Notice I highlighted 5 digits because they're all after the decimal. 2 from my first value and 3 from my second value. Altogether, that's 5 digits behind a decimal. So I'm going to write my 5 off to the side. I'm going to circle it because remember I'm going to need that later so I can place my decimal. Then I'm going to go ahead and multiply. I'm pretending like there's nothing there. There's no decimals. I'm just multiplying. Notice those decimals are not lined up. I don't have to do that. I don't have to fill with zeros. I'm just multiplying. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 6 is 6. 1 times 7 is 7. 1 times 1 is 1. Hold a place. Multiply through with my 2. 2 times 7 is 14. 2 times 6 is 12, plus 1 is 13. 2 times 7 is 14, plus 1 is 15. 2 times 1 is 2, plus 1 is 3. Hold 2 places, because I've multiplied out with 2 digits. Now I'm multiplying through with my 3. 3 times 7 is 21. 3 times 6 is 18, plus 2 is 20. 3 times 7 is 21, plus 2 is 23. 3 times 1 is 3, plus 2 is 5. Now I'm just going to add, because I'm continuing to multiply. There's no decimals. I don't see anything. It's just numbers. 7 plus 0 is 7. 6 plus 4 plus 0 is 10. 7 plus 3 is 10, plus 1 is 11, plus 1 is 12. 5 plus 1 is 6, plus 1 is 7. 3 plus 3 is 6, and 5 plus nothing is 5. That was steps 1 and 2. Now step 3, place my decimal. Look back to the number you circled. I circled a big 5. So I need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits after my decimal. So I'm going to place it right here where I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 digits after my decimal. The answer to 17.67 times 0.321 is 5.67207.
Students, you must be in the gym, cafeteria, or tutorials. Teachers, if you have duty, you should be at your post. Thank you.
Thank you for watching the video for today. We're going to talk about this a lot in class. We're going to get a lot of practice on this in class. Just make sure you know those rules.